Moronti Adebule. I represent the good people of Lagos West. Mr. President, I come under Order 41, matter of urgent public national importance. And it's about an urgent need for the federal and state government to ensure adequate stocking, availability, and access to life-saving antidotes and emergency medicine in public and private hospitals across Nigeria. The Senate should please note that Nigeria continue to record increasing cases of medical emergencies, including snake bites, scorpion sting, poisoning, drug overdose, and other forms of envenomation, all of which require the immediate administration of specific antidotes and emergency medicines in both public and private hospitals in order to prevent avoidable deaths and irreversible health complications.
You just started, we need to put listed. First of all, distinguished colleagues, she told me she wanted to go under Order 4151 in order to bring forward issues surrounding a lady who was killed by a snake bite some days ago. And I said, well, she can bring it forward because it's something that concerns, it's something that's public. So is it the view that we allow her to take that motion? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. President, thank you for the indulgence, for indulging me to go ahead to raise this motion. That the Senate should note that Nigeria continues to record increasing cases of medical emergency, including snake bite, scorpion, sting, poison, drug overdose, and other forms of envenomation, all of which require the immediate administration of specific antidotes and emergency medicines in both public and private hospitals in order to prevent avoidable death and irreversible health complications. Further note that with grave concern, the tragic and avoidable death of Mrs. Ifunanya, who reportedly died following a snake bite in Abuja recently, thereby revealing serious gaps in emergency preparedness and antidote availability within public and private hospitals in Nigeria. Aware that the World Health Organization classifies snake bite envenoming as a neglected tropical disease and underscore the critical importance of timely access to safe and effective antivenoms in public and private hospitals, particularly in countries such as Nigeria, where snake bite incidents remain prevalent. Further aware that Section 17(3) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, mandate the state to ensure the provision of suitable and adequate medical and health facilities for all persons, while Section 14, subsection 2b, affirm that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government obligations, which necessarily extend to regulations, supervision, and standard setting for public and private hospitals. Concern that a significant number of public-private hospitals across Nigeria do not stock essential life-saving antidotes such as antivenoms and antitoxins, or maintain insufficient quantities, leading to dangerous delay in treatment, unnecessary referral, and preventable loss of lives. Further concerned that victims of snake bites and other poison emergencies are frequently compelled to move from one public hospital to a private hospital or vice versa in search of antidotes during the critical golden hour, thereby substantially increasing mortality and morbidity rates. Distinguished ladies and distinguished colleagues, accordingly, the Senate resolved to urge the federal government, Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, through relevant agencies and regulatory bodies to develop and enforce national guidelines prescribing minimum stock level of essential antidotes and emergency medicines in designated public and private hospitals across Nigeria. Direct the Federal Ministry of Health in collaboration with the National Agency of Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, to ensure procurement, quality assurance, proper storage, and nationwide availability of safe, effective, and affordable antivenoms and critical antidotes for use in public and private hospitals with priority attention to high-risk regions. Call on state government through their Ministry of Health and Hospital Management Boards to conduct immediate audits of public and private hospitals within their jurisdiction to ascertain compliance with approved antidote stocking and emergency preparedness standards and to create awareness of such. Mandates relevant professional and regulatory bodies to strengthen emergency response standards and require periodic training on the administration of antidotes for healthcare personnel working in public and private hospitals. All the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCT, and all state governments to establish coordinated emergency referral and response system linking public and private hospitals to ensure timely access to life-saving medicines during emergencies. Call on health regulatory authorities to make the stocking of essential antidotes a mandatory condition for the licensing, registration, and renewal of accreditation of private hospitals, while ensuring adequate budgetary provisions and supply mechanism for public hospitals. Direct the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation Agency, NOA, to implement nationwide public sensitization campaign on the importance of prompt hospital presentation following snake bites, other poisoning and envenomation, and the dangers associated with delayed medical treatment. Lastly, direct the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development to strengthen building regulations under the National Building Code by making non-return valves, NRVs, mandatory in construction to allow waste to exit while blocking rodents and snakes from entering buildings via drainage system. Mr. President, distinguished colleague, I so submit.